Hi you guys, it's EmberGirl120 and today is Sunday, 7:09 p.m. and it is the 15th of January, 2012. So this is my second channel, which I don't have a lot of videos on yet, but I saved this channel for behind the scenes stuff, which I don't really have yet, and little just like information short videos and like things like book reviews. So today I'm going to be making a video, which is a book review. The book I am reviewing today is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This is one of the most amazing books ever. I just finished reading it about an hour ago. I heard about it first when I heard that Emma Watson was doing a movie called The Perks of Being a Wallflower, so I looked it up and found out about that book and then asked for it for Christmas and I got it. The book is a fiction book that is 213 pages long, but even for such a short book, it has so much in it and it's amazing. I'm going to read the back to you. It is the story of what it's like to grow up in high school, more intimate than a diary. Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives, we may not know to whom he is writing. All we know is the world he shares, caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it, puts him on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates, families, dramas, and new friends, the world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where all you need is the perfect song, on that perfect drive to feel infinite. So this book, I recommend it for teenagers. It's a really good book, very good coming of age novel if you need to read that. Warning, there is a lot of talk of sex and drugs in the book. So if you don't want a book about that, if you don't want to hear that in a book, I wouldn't read this book. But if you really don't care, it's such an amazing book, and I would recommend reading it so much. Like, this is now on my top list of favorite books ever. That goes along with like Harry Potter and the Hunger Games series, which I love both of those. And this is such an amazing book, and I would reread this like a million times over and over again. And I just love it so much. My friend Casey had read it, and I asked her if she read it, and she's like, yeah, so she's actually rereading it again because I brought it up. But I'm going to read to you some of the quotes I wrote and took notes when I was reading this, some of the quotes that I liked and stuff. So here we go. This is from page 169. This is a quote that I really like. I think the idea is that every person has to live for his or her own life, and then make the choice to share it with other people. This is a paragraph that on page 182 that I really liked. When I was driving home, I just thought about the word special, and I thought the last person who said that about me was my Aunt Helen. I was very grateful to have heard it again, because I guess we all forget sometimes, and I think everyone is special in their own way. I really do. This was something just silly that was in the book. I was like, Mean Girls quote. If you have seen Mean Girls, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I saw this. Shelley, who allegedly masturbated with a hot dog. I'm pretty sure they talked about a girl doing that in Mean Girls. Just saying. This is something that one of the characters, Patrick, who I love, said in the book. And all night he kept yelling, "Flaunt it, baby, flaunt it." I thought that was really funny. This next thing that I'm about to read is a poem that's in the book. Every time I read this, I want to start crying. It's just so sad, but I love it so much. So here it is. Once, on a yellow piece of paper with green lines, he wrote a poem, and he called it Chops, because that was the name of his dog, and that's what it was all about. And his teacher gave him an A and a gold star, and his mother hung it on the kitchen door and read it to his aunts. That was the year Father Tracy took all the kids to the zoo, and he let them sing on the bus. And his little sister was born with tiny toenails and no hair, and his mother and father kissed a lot. And the girl around the corner sent him a valentine signed with a row of X's, and he had to ask his father what the X's meant, and his father always tucked him in bed at night, and was always there to do it. Once on a piece of white paper with blue lines, he wrote a poem, and he called it Autumn, because that was the name of the season, and that's what it was all about. And his teacher gave him an A and asked him to write more clearly. And his mother never hung it on the kitchen door because of its new paint. And the kids told him that Father Tracy smoked cigars and left butts on the pew, and sometimes they would burn holes. And that was the year his sister got glasses with thick lenses and black frames. And the girl around the corner laughed when he asked her to go see Santa Claus, and the kids told him why his mother and father kissed a lot. And his father never tucked him in bed at night, and his father got mad when he cried for him to do it. Once on a piece of paper torn from his notebook, he wrote a poem, and he called it Innocence, a Question, because that was the question about his girl. And that's what it was all about, and his professor gave him an A and a strange, steady look. And his mother never hung it on the kitchen door because he never showed her. That was the year that Father Tracy died, and he forgot how the end of the Apostles' Creed went. And he caught his sister making out on the back porch, and his mother and father never kissed, or even talked. And the girl around the corner wore too much makeup that made him cough when he kissed her, but he kissed her anyway, because that was the thing to do. And at 3 a.m. he tucked himself into bed, his father snoring loudly. That's why on the back of a brown paper bag he tried another poem. He called it Absolutely Nothing, because that was what it was really all about. And he gave himself an A and a slash on each damned wrist, and he hung it on the bathroom door, because this time he didn't think he could reach the kitchen. That poem is like, oh my gosh, it makes me want to cry each time I read it, and it's so amazing. And finally, from page 33, one of my favorite quotes, I feel infinite. If you have not read this book, go read it, and I really liked it, so I think you will too. And if you have read this book, comment below and tell me what you thought about it. And have a great day, and happy 2012, everybody. Bye!